All right, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for September the 14th, 2024. I hope everybody is well. All right, so today I think I'm just going to give y'all a Saturn check in because that's going to be the most pertinent. We do have Mars, like I indicated in my last videos, that will continue to go retrograde between Cancer and Gemini, okay, for the next 9, almost 10 months. And it's going to be, uh, can be very chaotic for some of you, especially if you are a Cancer or a Gemini, because you would think that you will have things settled and then things will get back erratic, okay? Remember, Mars is a very aggressive, energetic energy. It is unpredictable. It is a what else can I say? It is like a warrior. It's like a fighter. Okay, very aggression field. So that can be with emotions. It can be with actions. It can be, things that you're going through. Now, not only talking about just Gemini and Cancers. Mars going direct retrograde, direct retrograde for the next 10 months is going to affect everybody. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are um, or what you practice. Some of you, most of you are tropical Western, but on my channel I do Vedic Sidereal. So, tropical Western may say that Mars is going retrograde, probably Cancer to Leo, Leo to Cancer, most likely. Or they may say it's between Taurus, Gemini, okay? But Vedic sidereal astrology, it will be Gemini, Cancer, okay? Now, it's still going to affect all of us. It doesn't matter which one you are up under or will consider, but it's going to affect two houses in your chart. Okay. Now, if you are a Gemini, let's just say for example, then it will be affecting your first and your second. If you are a Cancer, then most likely it will be affecting like your second or your third or first and second. Okay, by going from Cancer downward toward Leo, it will affect you, Cancer's first house and your second house. You get what I'm saying? If you're a Pisces, then it will be affecting your second and your third house. You understand? Now, remembering that over the next 10 months will be very crucial to how you make decisions, whether to reunite with somebody, to reconsider, to reconcile. All of that is going to be very important in your decision making. Now, quickly, your second house of Taurus for any and everybody is going to be your stability, is going to be your home. Okay? So, things that will be going on with your home will seem settled, and then it can be some type of upheaval. Second house of Taurus is also your money, your savings house, one of them, right? So you can be doing very well. Um, your money could be getting better, and then all of a sudden, Mars go retrograde, and then there's unpredictable charges or expenses that you were not considering or didn't know, anything about. You understand? And then your third house is about your desires, which is Gemini, which is mercurial. Now, Mercury is not it's not going retrograde till the end of the year. I believe toward November, December, so we got a little while before Mercury will go retrograde again. But even when Mercury goes retrograde again, and with Mars either being direct or retrograde at the same time, either in Taurus or Gemini, you're going to have more issues again. You understand? Okay, so I'm just going to throw out some cards. Y'all, I am still having a lot of issues with moving right now. I officially moved in. I'm through with it. But now I'm having some difficulties with the leasing office um, because they don't like me. So now they're trying to do underhanded type of things to kind of get me to move after I just moved in a week ago. So this Mars being back and forth, I'm just the type of person with the Aries moon. I can't really too tough hold my tongue. How I see things, how I feel about things. Having an Aries moon, I will speak up. I'm going to say something. I'm going to bring things to the surface. I don't let things or people undermine me, especially by being Capricorn, Aquarius, and having Virgo in my chart. And like I said, an Aries moon. I just don't sit very well when people try to underhand me, to undermine me, to think that I'm just supposed to fall for whatever that they tell me or just go by whatever they want me to do because they feel that they have some type of leverage or um, dictatorship over me. And I'm just supposed to bow my head and just be a good old boy and just do what you want me to do because you are a corporate entity. I don't care. I go by rules and regulations. I do what's right. I want things that's done right for me, for my family, and also for humanity, for other people. And I'm going to speak up and I'm going to say something. So now it seems like I'm in some type of battle with the leasing office who don't like me. We already have gotten into verbal altercations last week because they're not doing what they're supposed to do in a timely manner. And because I bring it to the surface and bring it to their attention, they want to have an attitude with me. So I am officially moved in. I still got a couple of boxes and stuff everywhere. Mostly everything is unpacked, but I already know with Mars being direct and retrograde in my second and third house, I probably will be moving again very shortly. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope everybody is well. I know y'all haven't seen me in what, maybe five days or so. You were still supposed to go look at the older readings because they will still resonate for you. And if y'all see that, that's ink. So don't pay that no attention. Okay. All right. So this is not your permanent setup, y'all. Okay. This is just something because I've been gone for so long. Um, I just put everything right here so I can get your reading out. So we got the scales, unbalanced, Libra. Well, nothing's going on in Libra. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's not. That's Virgo. Nothing's going on in Libra right now. Um, but like I said, by Mars being retrograde, direct and retrograde over the next 10 months, the seventh house of Libra is Aries energy, okay, which is the Mars. So, a lot of you still, like I said in previous readings, right? Relationships are breaking up, people are separating, people are divorcing, people are not reconciling. You have a lot of people that are still wanting to remain single or not looking to get back with the ex or to allow somebody back into their life that they were dating. A lot of us as a collective, because this is a general reading, not a personal. So the scales for us as a collective are unbalanced. We have a lot of things that's going on in the states and also in the world that are very much unbalanced right now. Um, Now, the scales, when it comes to Libra energy, is about merchandise or merchants. Okay, so as a collective, we are still trying to balance our home life, our money, our finances, food, bills, housing, a lot of things like that. We are feeling unbalanced as a collective. Um, and the scales here are a representation of that in reverse. Now, I was going to put something out in my community tab, y'all. Do y'all remember the second to last reading that I did like last week? Um, was it last week or week before? And we had the whale card that had the word breach on it. And we also had Vovality, the volcano card to come out. And do y'all remember that I said not only that I seen that a volcano was going to erupt, I also said it was going to be some things again going on with the whales. I seen on my news, because I live in Atlanta, Georgia, Channel 2 Action News, not sponsored. They had a segment about in Canada, um, a large blue whale. They were trying to save it. It had got tied up in some netting or some wiring, some strings or something like that, and they were trying to get it uncaught. But I do remember saying that it was going to be something going on with the whales again, and it finally came out. I will be posting the pictures. You can also type it into your search bar of your internet and to see, okay, anything recent that has been posted about whales having some issues. But I did say that last week. Um, I also said that I was going to see. Um, I also, like I said, I seen a volcano that still will be erupting. And besides the whales, I believe I said a tsunami. Now we do are currently, I don't know if it has passed or not, but we have been experiencing some bad weather due to the Hurricane Francine. Um, I know that was coming up through Alabama, Louisiana, parts of Florida. We've been getting a lot of rain up here on and off in Atlanta. But yeah, now y'all also remember that video that I did about the page or pages, right? And I kept seeing something about so many children, and unfortunately, we had that unaliving that was done to a couple of students and to some teachers in the state of Georgia, up in Winder, north part of Georgia, at the school. I believe it was called Appalachia. Um, it's probably all over the news by now. Especially if you're in a Georgia, you know of it. But that's probably why I had that reading. And the title of that reading was, you can find it in my live in the playlist. And it was called Page of Swords, Wands, Cups, Pentacles, Swords. And I kept saying that, some issues was going to happen. And that was about 2 to 3 weeks ago. And that incident at the school happened last week. Actually, a couple of days ago. So, all those pages could have been the actual school, because pages in the tarot is a representation of a younger energy. Also can be a child or somebody that acts childish if they're an adult. Also can be learning new skills, hobbies, new situations. But now I know because we had been getting the pages like almost every day for a whole week before I actually did a whole video on just the page, the pages that is in the tarot, right? So unfortunately, I don't like that I was already picking up on that energy, but um, I just believe more in my gifts and more of foresight. And when I do readings, y'all, things happen beforehand. Hey, Miss Reese, how you doing? I know I've been MIA. I've been moving. I'm glad you chimed in. So now we have palmistry, even though I got ink all over my hands. Um, interpretation, right? Waiting for certain people or a genre of people also can be political. It can be spiritual. It can be clarity, wisdom. It could be somebody personal to you, a lover, a spouse, family members, your job, your boss. However, this may resonate for you, but waiting on interpretation on how to handle something. I'm not so good, Reese. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not so good. Um, Saturn and Mars and all type of stuff just really got my home life just being turned upside down right now. I'm settled. I'm good, but it's just issues with people's attitude, um, the nastiness, the lack of empathy. You know, um, and sometimes I blame the people, but then sometimes I blame the people that they work for, such as a corporate entity, because people can sometimes only do what they're told to do, and it's in their job description, and they really don't have any bearings over it. But even the case to that, people's persona and personality and attitude, when they want a sense of power, right? Because they have a certain title or they feel that they're over people's lives, but they're not. But they're having, these people that I'm dealing with, they're having power trips, and I don't like dealing with people who want to have a power trip. Don't have a power trip with me or over me, okay? As a sense of entitlement, because working in a leasing office, you're a leasing agent. So you're supposed to be a level of how you conduct yourself, because you're in an office working with people who live in a community, you know, and to have like a boss mentality, a attitude, and a sense of dismissiveness. I don't like people like that, because I don't walk around and I don't treat people like that. And I'm not the type of person that I'm just going to allow people to talk to me or dismiss me. Let me tell y'all something. I'll go into the leasing office. They don't even acknowledge you when you walk in. These people will walk right past you, right in front of you, 2 or 3 times and don't say nothing. But you work in a leasing office dealing with people in a community, and you have myself or 2 other people that may have came in the door, and you walk right past all of us maybe 2 to 3 times and don't say nothing until they feel that they're ready to say something, right? And since they don't like me because I don't got to arguing with them, they'll wait to the last minute and take care of everybody else and still don't say nothing to me. So I'll just still stand there, wait till they acknowledge me, because one thing about bullies, I don't give in to bullies, you know. So, but anyway, some of y'all may be having some type of issue with that. Can be with coworkers, people at a school, a college, a professor, a boss. Can be somebody in your family. Um, people that represent themselves as bullies. hmm So we got interpretation, knowledge in reverse, and what is this? Perception in reverse. Okay, we got nature in reverse also. Something being out of balance, something out of whack, waiting on something to be interpreted or to get more information in or knowledge to help you with clarity. So, let's see here. Some of you may find this knowledge if you continue to research what you're looking for. It can be laws, it can be principles, dogmas, um, encyclopedias, law books, whatever the case may be. Also can be education. It also can be mandates. For some of you, also can be political. And it can be stature. Okay, depending on what your situation is, especially if it's legal. Um, but something that you may not know of, that you're waiting on somebody to explain it to you, or have some type of mediate, mediator, mediation to happen as some form of interpretation. Somebody to explain something to you. So, for some of you, this can be personal, it can be political and or business, or just can be plain family issues. Um, some of you may be stuck, particularly in a certain perception, or getting more or gaining more clarity, knowledge, information also may actually change for some of you your perception. Remember, we always say on my channel, perspective and perception. Um, so, for some of you, you may be stuck in a certain perspective or perception until you learn more or somebody interpret something more to you by giving you more knowledge, information, or you find this out on your own due to your own research. Now, like I said, the scales are out of balance. And again, it can be due to a lack of knowledge, information, clarity, insight on your own behalf or on somebody else's. Now, I am looking at the palmistry, okay? It can also be part of fate for something or something that is, or as soon as I said that, of why it happened or why something is particularly happening. Okay. Remember also that the runes here is a form of tarot or what you call it? What this is. My mind went blank. Runes divination, right? Runes is another form of divination, just like tarot. Some of you may have runes. I haven't gotten any yet. I'm going to get me some in the future, and we'll probably, use those in the future on the channel. Um, but just looking at that and also reading the palms or palmistry, some of you may decide to get your palm read at some type of fair or festival. Just be very careful of that. Um, about letting different people trust your energy. Okay? Don't let anybody just tell you or interpret anything to you, including myself. Do your own research. If it don't sit well with you and it doesn't resonate with you, don't heed into every and anything somebody tells you. Okay. Your first insight, clarity, and knowledge is going to tell you the truth in the first split second. You always get the information that you need to do, the clarity that you need, the decision, the perception, the right perspective in the first split second before you start overthinking and over guessing things. Because your subconscious, your spirit, your spirituality is going to guide you right. Okay. But a lot of people dismiss their first thought, and they like to sit around and try to gain more interpretation. They like to overthink it. They like to try and not make a decision at all because they're taking too long to make a decision. But your right instinct comes to you when you first ponder a question that you need an answer or clarity to. You get the answer within the first split second, right? And then a lot of times we go back, well, I don't, but a lot of times people will go back and say, man, I thought that was it, or I thought that the first time. I knew I should have did that as soon as I thought about it, right? I always tell you, as soon as yourself tells you to get up and do something, do it, whatever it is. If your body, your mind, your is telling you to get up and research, look up something, find an answer, go do this, make an appointment, go show up, right? Call, talk to somebody, get on the line, apply for this, apply for that. Whenever yourself tells you to do something the first time, do it, because it's part of your book of knowledge here, your book of wisdom is giving you the clarity of the insight of your journey, your path that you don't see and know. But because we are human, we tend to well, let me think on it, let me try to overthink it, because this was gonna happen, because you really are, most of you are trying to really change your mind. Okay, you're really trying to allow yourself time to change your mind about a decision that you already gotten the answer to. Okay, because we do have the left hand, I'll call it the left hand of fate. We also got Venus, Vedic sidereal in, I believe Venus is in Virgo. Yeah, okay, Venus in reverse. Speaking of Venus. Okay. Now, Venus is going to act differently for everybody, okay? And for each zodiac sign. So, just for example, whatever zodiac sign you are, Venus is going to, by right now being in Virgo, again, Vedic sidereal. Um, this can be also why the Libra card, I balance, is in reverse, along with the Empress in reverse. Because Venus is longing to finally get to Libra, her own home, where she can finally be comfortable for a little while. Because she doesn't do very well. Only in Libra and Taurus that she can pretty much um, be the best, or most of the best that she can, to feel liberated, to get liberation, to feel wanted and heard, to feel comfortable. Okay, so this can be happening for a lot of us right now, waiting to get the information, the interpretation that we need, the break that we need to feel a lot more comfortable within our own skin, our home, our finances to get a little bit better, things to get more balanced in our home, dealing with family, lovers, children, work aspect, whatever it needs to be. Okay. Now, I also see somebody else as a Libra. that's running for a political office right now in Vedic Sidereal. That person for me is a Libra. hmm But anywho, um, yeah, not sitting very well, uncomfortable. Now, Venus being in Virgo is still going to be some issues. Um, and it's going to be different for everybody. Um, Venus may not be in Virgo for you in that house. For some of you, Venus may be in Gemini for you. Venus may be in Sag, or your 10th house, or whatever the case may be, right? Um, and whatever particular zodiac sign you are, by Venus being uncomfortable, that's what's going to be portrayed in your particular scenarios right now. Okay, let's just use Cancer for example, right? Cancer is fourth house, home, stability, feeling and being comfortable, family, children, can be wife, husband, or living together scenario, baby mama, baby daddy, whatever the case may be. But fourth house or Cancer is also the moon, your feelings and emotions, right? So by Venus being in Virgo, but Venus being where she is, for some of you that's Cancer, by the representation right here of the Empress in reverse, is going to affect your feelings and emotions, Cancer. You get what I'm saying? If you're a Capricorn, your 10th house, you represent structure, business, um, you know, handling day to day activities, paperwork, really getting the job done, putting, a lot of effort into the aspects of work and life. So, with Venus being how she is right now, and if you're a Capricorn, you may not feel very comfortable in your work sector. You understand? So, whatever zodiac sign that you are, the neediness, the unbalanced feeling, or going through the aspects of that, the feelings, the emotions, the material realm, the perception, the perspective, right? Again, Venus is love, so that's going to be Taurus and Libra, right? Capricorn, your business, right? Virgo, your health and the service to others, right? And also a money house. Scorpio, you're also about getting together or breaking up type of energy, right? Aries, you are the forefronter, or the go getter. So, how are you feeling right now about going after the things that you want to accomplish and to succeed? Are you actually having problems with that? So, pretty much every zodiac sign, and what house each zodiac sign represent, is going to be either a need or a want. And are you having issues with that? How is it progressing? Is it still out of balance? Is it about to become more balanced? Are you having a lot of feelings and emotions? Are you hiding those feelings and emotions? Um, Leos, you are a desire house, or intimate house, right? Sexuality. So, how is your intimate life right now if you're a Leo fifth house? You get what I'm saying? So, it's going to be different for everybody, but just looking at the cards right now, we all are looking for a sense of interpretation individually, and we all are looking for answers, and we all are looking to get back to being more comfortable, right? And money, finances, home, relationship, marriages, um, work, job, stability. See there? More Libra. Y'all think I be rambling, but I don't. Okay. So, like I'm speaking of about Venus again, this is for a lot of us. It's not gonna still be totally settled once Venus get to Libra. Um, but until she do, and I feel that it's going to be probably another 3.5 weeks more before Libra, Venus will get to Libra. So still expect some things being out of balance. Continue to try and ground yourself here. Get out in nature. Um, because some of you can be very much like in the house, you know, feeling very sad, upset, a sense of also isolation that I'm hearing. Um, because, for some of us, we just don't know what to do, how to do it, where to get it from, how we're going to succeed, how we're going to fix this, where's the money going to come from, where's the employment going to come from. Some of us are having legal battles. It's just a lot of the same things for a lot of the same people, just in different areas. So this is a huge collective reading. Um, I also see this particularly political, um, feminine here that is very much uncomfortable right now, trying to figure out on how to interpret their self to us as a collective, which is very much out of their league here. They're feeling very unbalanced as a Libra. And again, Vedic sidereal, not Western. And if you go back to my other videos, you can look up under my live playlist. I already did two political videos. One of them said something to the effect, "Oh, we're having a debate in the middle of Mercury retrograde," as the title. And then I did another political video between the two masculines before one of the other masculines um, was decided to leave the political party. Okay. But yeah, the justice card. Justice right now is not in very much favor. Um, it's not me saying it, it's the justice card in reverse. Take it how you want to as a form of interpretation, but some type of legal matter, some type of interpretation is not being justified. It's not justified and it's not coming across as true justice. And because that some of you may interpret this the wrong way as something that's going to put you in a better place to make you be or feel more comfortable as the Empress, it's not. You got two Libra or Venus cards, three Venus cards here, all in reverse. No justice, no balance, merchant or merchandise is out of whack, is out of balance. It's not serving us or giving us justice as a collective with the justice card in reverse. This is also losing a case for somebody with the justice card in reverse here. And it can be with the knowledge card, the book in reverse, because they don't know what they're talking about. They actually don't know the true information and or knowledge. I'm just doing the reading. I'm just reading the cards. You interpret it how you want to interpretation it. But we need justice. A lot of people also are having family members that are being unalived by children, other adults. other people that may work for the law here or the justice system or political system. I'm just reading the cards here with the justice card in reverse. And we have a lot of people and or families that are not receiving justice right now due to other people's actions, okay? Or how they are trying to interpret the laws. And it's not very favorable for us as the collective. Y'all have watched enough readings to know anytime the Empress and the Justice card is in reverse, something ain't right. This also can be a divine feminine that is in law or practice law, okay? Or is think that they're very much protected by the law, but you're seeing that it came out in reverse. So and something is not right. Again, another Libra balance card in reverse here. So you really need to interpret what you're listening to, what you're understanding, okay? Because your line of fate is resting on it. Let's keep going. The Chariot. Moving on, moving forward, listening to your conscious, subconscious mind, listening to your spirit guides. Like I've just calling out Cancer, right? Talking about fourth house of home, feelings, emotions, stability, family issues. The Merkaba follows the North Star, which is the Aquarius card, right? The star card. Um, Somebody here also is going to move on or has no choice but to move on gracefully. Speaking of moon again, here we go. Oh, I'm so slow. We got an eclipse coming up. So that will be one of your next readings in the next couple of days, y'all. It's the eclipse reading. I believe it's on the 16th or 17th, right? You see how my Merkaba just caught me, right? Because I have forgot all about it. I be thinking about it before I come on camera, but then when I start channeling, I forget about it unless I write it down or they jog my conscious mind quickly. But the moon, right? An eclipse. We all know what the eclipse means. It's nothing new. We're still playing out the eclipse that we had in, what was it, April? That takes 5 to 6 months, and now we're about to have another one. That's going to be 5 to 6 months worth of energy. We got Mars that will continue to go direct retrograde, back and forth in Cancer and Gemini, like I told you already, for the next 10 months. So that's going to take us into about May of next year. We still got Saturn retrograde until the first week of November. We still got K2 in Virgo, right? In the same house where Venus is. So no wonder, I have forgot about that. No wonder Venus is trying to still shine and be her best, and trying to get out or be the best interpretation like you. You're trying to be the best interpretation of your true self, which is empathy, kindness, concern, loving, unconditional love, partnership, relationships, reconciliation, wanting to reconnect, wanting to date or start dating or find a love and begin a relationship. But you got all this stuff that's going on, and no wonder your justice card is in reverse. You keep trying and trying and trying. Even if you haven't been trying, you want to try, but then something comes along where it tells you you don't want to really try. And you end up wanting to stay to yourself. like I already told y'all too, that up until the end of the year, it's not going to be favorable for relationships. So let's just put that to the side. Continue to work on yourself, um, to be and understand the best and more interpretation of yourself, into your more higher self, the Empress energy here. Next year, okay, would be a better time to get to know somebody, to be more open to dating. Now, I'm not saying that you may not meet nobody, but it ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna go nowhere, okay? It's not. I don't want you to put your hopes up and think that it's gonna move forward. It's going to give you all your wishes. You're gonna move toward marriage, and it's not. Now, yeah, you may meet somebody at the club. You may exchange numbers. You may even go out. You may even travel with this person, but it ain't gonna be marriage or nothing like that by December. Okay. Right now, us as a collective, we're up under a interpretation type of need to know basis. Because right now, as a collective, this world, we don't even know what's up, what's down, what or who gonna be running the money, what type of money are we going to be using, what type of housing, what type of jobs. Will I even still have this type of job this time next year? Is it going to be obsolete? Will I even be in this state or can live in this state or city this time next year? You got all different type of immigrant status and things going on right now, and it's a lot of interpretation that we need clarity and understanding and also justice for. um Something is hit. Let me clarify this real quick for y'all. Something is hidden for you, and you may not understand it or have the full interpretation of it just yet. I usually don't say that a lot with the moon card, but I do see something that is hidden. Okay. Some of you may have to travel or will be moving on or moving from something that you may not know about. So there can be a relationship, issue with family member. You may be deciding to move out or move on, to relocate. Blessings. On the other end of this moon is going to be a blessing. Something that was hid or being hid from you, something that you may not understand, also can be actually somebody's actual feelings. Okay. That maybe they didn't do right by you or to you. They disrespected you. They didn't nurture or care about you, the situation, your relationship, getting to know you, dating you, reconciling, reconnect, whatever, or even simple marriage with the Empress and the Justice card here. Um, this also can be something coming out of the woodwork, such as infidelity. Some of you with the Four of Cups in reverse, um, you're going to be happy actually that it does come out finally. hmm That somebody, or you're going to interpret it through your intuition with the moon and the chariot card here. And actually, it's going to be um, something that you can be able to finally move on past or get through, and you're going to be able to finally rest or put it to rest. Now, like I said, that could be political, that could be paperwork, it could be job, marriage, relationship, um, some type of injustice. Also can be courthouse, political. Um, but again, the moon card, the eclipse. Okay, we all, and you specifically, may be going through something very bad right now, but on the other end of it is going to be an actual blessing. probably because you are going to be able to move on from it. That was the card from the other day that I was talking about. Probably because you're going to be able to move on from it, move away from it, to get out of it, because it is giving or showing you some type of injustice. Yep, there you go. Like I said, isolation, solitude. hmm This is also to me like Venus being in Virgo, right? The Hermit. You're looking for clarity, wisdom, and insight. You're turning within, or you need to ask within and get your own interpretation. Listen to yourself before you listen to allegedly some type of script, ad, commercial, some type of uninterpreted lectures, okay, or communications. Go by your own instinct, because us as a collective, if we don't, we will suffer this injustice another 4 years. Something true. I'm gonna clarify that specifically real quick. Like I said, time to act. Like I said, being able to charge forward. When you combine action, and that's going to be that Mars energy, with unwavering faith, the power of grace is going to meet your need. And this is why when that blessing come through, it's going to be time for you to charge forward with the Chariot card here, a time to act. Don't second guess yourself, okay, with the Four of Cups here, thinking that you're making the wrong decision, because you're not. What can I clarify this? I need to find out for you, what is this moon card? Something or somebody. Information also can be paperwork, because of the Justice card here. Do research. Also, find out if you got court dates or something like that. Do the research. Find out. Go up there. Do whatever you need to do to charge forward. But because of this eclipse, something or somebody may be eclipsed away for us out of a situation that's really there for injustice purposes. The Merkaba is here to carry us to our wish fulfillment. Okay. You see that? Exhaustion. And this how I look, y'all, the past 5-6 days after moving. And I still look like that now. Okay. But like I said, some of you, speak up. If you're tired, tell somebody. Especially if you got a mate, a spouse. Don't hide that you're tired. Us as a collective, we need to stop hiding our feelings and emotions, and to speak up and to act. Okay. To invoke, to call in our blessings. It's time to charge forward, to move forward with structure, with justice and balance, to put all of us back in a more comfortable position. I personally know that 5 years ago I was making money and I was working. Right now, I'm not working. I've been laid off due to the economy. Never been laid off in my life. So right now I am sitting as an empress in reverse. I'm very uncomfortable. My money is funny. I've been laid off allegedly by a contract with Apple. Um, and I've never been laid off before. 5 years ago, I was making money. I had 2 or 3 cars. I had income. This, and I've never really experienced this as a single parent. Um, During my lifetime, so much in fluctuation and the price of food and stuff like that. I've never experienced this as being 50 years old. and I don't want to do another 4 or 5 years ago. I may not like nobody, but I'd rather settle for one person than the other. I don't like anybody to sit and laugh and grin and smile and lie the moon card in my face. Tell me how it is and how you can fix it. I'd rather you be tough and unlikable and get shit done than smiling and laughing and giggling while I'm out of work. That's not going to help me. I'm not here for a party, for some type of festival, for no twerking, no ass on stage, as a way to get me to come and be down for your cause. No, ain't nobody perfect, but I need somebody to get in, get it done, and get this economy and employment back, or even better, and get opportunities there for me to go after and to charge after. I don't need anybody to do it for me. I just need the possibility to be there. And right now, for the past 6 months, for me, it hasn't been there. I've been laid off. I have been laid off ever off a job. And I've been working since the age of 15. hmm So, this is not a time to be tired, um, emotional, to be in your feelings and emotions. Um, with this Mars energy going back and forth, direct and retrograde, it's going to be a roller coaster between tired, exhausted, ups, downs, feelings, emotions. The time is not right for you to charge and to take action. Some things still need clarifying and healing, even if it's a situation between you and somebody else. The inner voice, like I said, listening to your intuition, and there go the abundance. Coming off from under the miser. Somebody who is there holding all of the gold, the diamonds, the emeralds, the riches. I was finna say witch, but I ain't gonna correct myself. Somebody that is holding on to everything for their self, stubborn, huge brick wall, won't budge, won't change their values. But listening to your inner voice, um, while we also heal as a collective through different issues and injustices. But the abundance, the blessing is coming. Okay. Um, can I get a timing on this? It's gonna be a strange timing, y'all, because of everything. But it can still be by the first week of November. Hey, Miss Linda. Shh, not in this lifetime. What is that supposed to mean? Winter. In under a few months, so it can be days, weeks. It's going to take a while. It seemed like I heard that the other day. What is this? Where did this come from? This popped out. Clinging to the past in reverse. Hmm. I don't feel as a collective that we're holding on to the past. I feel a lot of us as a collective are ready or is ready to move on to the future. We have no choice. Right now with computers and AI and all type of stuff going on in our communities and our states and cities, we have no choice but to move on into the future. but we cannot allow to get tired right now, to be or feel emotions, to hide back our feelings and emotions, and also our voice, our inner voice. Um, the miser here in reverse is somebody that is for getting the money back for and to the people. Okay, they may already have their own money. That's fine and good, but the miser will hold on to what they already have. But this is also um, a situation where it's time to give back to the people now. It's time to give back to the people, to build some type of relationship and or partnership. For some of you, you got somebody that wants to open up. They're past exhaustion, they're past tired, so they're ready to want to move forward with you, and come off from behind hiding from their feelings and emotions. This also can be somebody new for some of you that you will be meeting. It may still take a while, it may be in the winter time for some of you. Um, this also can be a new business partner, um, or somebody that you deal with business, and that can be anyway. Hiring a, picking a doctor, picking a lawyer, going into courtship or partnership as an employee with a new company. Courtship don't have to be all the time romantic, right? But it's platonic. So this also can be a friendship and also platonic relationship, because what you're looking for is going to take a while, because you've been holding back so much that it may have hindered a little bit more than helped. So you got to help your own self out of that situation by steady easing yourself out of wanting to be courted. Because with the solitude here, including myself, you're so used to being alone, you want to be alone, you don't even want to be platonic or have courtship for some of you. But that's still holding on to the past. And right now, what's changing the sudden wealth here for a lot of us. And I love it because we have the blessings card, we have charge for it. So, some type of form of good luck, of a new partnership. That can be finding a great landlord, a new apartment community, a new business partner, um, delegating or what you call it, networking, hiring a great lawyer with the justice card here, a new form of partnership politically for whoever's going to be in the office for us next. But whoever it is, they're going to release the money to the public here. Okay? It's not going to be the miser energy where I'm going to continue to hold for myself and not give to the people. I don't see that. 7 hours, 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 more months. For some of you, it can be the number 22. So September the 22nd can be a great day or a good day for some of you. Toil and labor can also be a new job. And they're going to change the chariot in this deck and the Scorpio coffin card in reverse. Yeah, something is not over as far as the changes that needs to be done. Okay. Um, I don't like that the work and the hard labor and the change or the chariot card is in reverse here. Um, because it may not be any change in the hard labor and work that you necessarily have to do and to put in. Okay, that's non-negotiable. We know we have to work and continue to work for and put effort. Okay. Uh, but I also hope that this is not the continuous hard labor and things as a collective that we have to endure. for another 3 or 4 year term. Um, because somebody may feel that they hit the jackpot, and this can be because a lot of people are going off Reddit hoopla, partying and smiling and laughing and believing what somebody says they have a plan. Okay, but the plan should have been done 4 years ago. Don't wait now and tell me you got a plan 4 years later, and now you want to implement it after we all done been through this. But I'm gonna leave it here. This is not endorsed. This is just my own opinion for my personal life and journey, and my life and my home, my family and my children. But the reading is self-explanatory. I do have time tomorrow to come back, because I'm pretty much settled now. I just got appointments for the week coming up, but I will be back tomorrow. Just keep in mind that we got an eclipse coming. Okay, so this was just a Saturn check-in of still the hard work that we're doing and having to go through and endure. That's not going to change. Okay, especially by Saturn being retrograde. So continue to get still used to that for the next couple of months. But it will be blessings and change when Saturn goes back direct, right? Because that's going to be a long term effect, because Saturn will not go back retrograde, I think, for another 20 to 50 years. So everything that is changing or we're enduring right now is setting us up for our future. So just keep that in mind. Thank you so much for still being subscribed to my channel and being a loyal moderator and subscriber. If you're just stopping through, thank you for the time of your energy for listening. If you want to subscribe, but yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.